Welcome back, everybody. You're with us here on Cape Rugby TV. We're taking a look at what's happening in Western Province Club Rugby. This past weekend was, of course, the finals at City Park. It was a massive day of rugby, a really incredible opportunity to watch some really good rugby. And final match of the day was between Primrose and Franschhoek. We'll show you those highlights in a second, but let me first welcome in studio with us now Alvi Albertus. Nice to have you in studio with us, first time.
Privileged, honored, all the bells and whistles of being on the show. Thanks.
Nah, for us, it's the other way around. We're just lucky to talk to you guys. What a day for you guys. We're going to take a look at the Primrose game, but wow. Is the club still over the moon?
Look, if they're anything like the exco or the administrators, the head is still in a bit of a carousel. Even if we're looking at the game and breaking it down, I think we try to, but it's very difficult. It's too euphoric. It's major. It's huge.
What was it? Tell me a little bit about the day, the week, the build up to the Saturday, because that obviously must have been the time where people were saying, guys, this is it.
Yeah, the voices around. I think the team is what's important, and it's just another rugby match.
Yeah.
You know, as much as that echoes in your head, that it's not just another rugby match. You know, the semi-final was the bigger one. I think for us as the administrators to take it up to the next level, because we knew by then. But the final was more. The final was more for the players. Yeah. You know, for them to put hands on that trophy and actually show that, you know, they're ready for the next step, which is quite a hell of a step.
Two teams are obviously close to you guys, Violets and Rangers. Almost just neighbours, we can say.
Cousins.
Yeah, cousins, yeah. Nice to have the support of everybody at the field.
That's Cape Rugby. It's Cape Rugby, it's strong. No, but I mean, that's the reality of it. Whether you, whichever affiliation you've got with the jersey, I think there's a strong coming together of the game, bringing everyone together and being, you know, enjoying that part of it.
Jerome, you must have been watching from the sidelines thinking this is exactly what you want for Western Province Rugby.
Yeah, and it's good. And as you were mentioning now, it's good to see all the other clubs joining in and just come in and support whichever teams they support, or just to come in and enjoy the rugby and talk to each other. You can see the different club people. I mean, the clubs are not playing, but they're there. And yeah, it's just a good environment to be in.
All right, Alvi, for you guys, Violets was one of the teams that was on the side of the park. They of course played against Gardens. We're going to take a look at that, but also, like you say, almost like neighbours for you.
Yeah, no, again, it's cousins. We're so close. Yeah. And we were certainly there to see what they were. There was a bit of hype leading up to that fixture. We were reading ourselves for a Violets sort of display, and we were you know, obviously supporting them to the extent that we are able to support another team.
Jerome, for Violets though, they had to win this. They've really taken a long road around, but they go into this weekend again. We'll take a look at that fixture, but they play against for their Super League B promotion playoff. They're going to end up playing, if they win this game that we're going to look at, they'll end up playing against Amadeus. It's real derby stuff now.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's been now for Violets, it's been, I think it's 2 weeks in a row that they played hard. They played Rangers, and now they play, and then another derby. So it's just, it's like Albi is saying, it's like family playing against each other, because they all know each other. They're all from the same communities. So it's good to see, and I mean, it's competitive, and it's just good to see how they enjoy the rugby.
All right, well, let's take a look. This is Violets and Gardens, of course. One of these teams had to win to get into the promotion playoffs. Let's take a look. Violets and Gardens. I keep wanting to say Violets and Rangers, but I think that was already played. It was Violets and Gardens. Jerome, it's a tense game there. What do you think is happening in the players' minds, considering a game like that is make or break? You have to win it if you want to survive.
Yeah, look, I think if you look at last week, just look at last week. Last week, I think Violets put themselves under a lot of pressure against Peoples, and Peoples totally sort of smashed them. But the way the competition is, they have another opportunity to play another game. So and then obviously beating Gardens on Saturday. So now Saturday they have another opportunity. So I've spoken to one of the coaches in the week, and he also just mentioned, he say, there's nothing much they can do. It's just on the day how they pitch, and he hope they don't pitch like they pitch against Peoples.
Yeah, Alvy, but I mean, it's an interesting challenge. I mean, you guys walked that road as well with Primrose. It's an interesting challenge knowing that you got to, if you get first or second place, you're through. If you're in third place, you've got a couple of extra steps to go. That's a little bit nerve-wracking.
Well, even if you're in the top two and you finish the league, there's still the playoff.
Yeah.
So that still gives you a bit of a couple extra hurdles to get over.
Yeah.
But I think the way that the league is designed is to perhaps give that knockout feeling and pressure, because there is a difference with the knockout fixture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but yeah, walking that road, look, we played, whether it was administratively or coaching and the players' preparation, it was always just the next game, the next game.
Yeah.
We've got to win the next game. We've got to win the next game.
Jerome, final question here on this one is, you're talking about two different leagues playing against each other. There's a bit of a challenge on that.
Yeah, there's obviously a bit of challenge. I mean, if you play in a higher league, you have the experience, and your players are almost like conditioned for tougher games.
Yeah.
And if you play a little bit lower, you have to get your players up to that standard. And a lot of time you see that there's not a big difference. There's a slight difference, but it just depends on like how you get your players up for that game. And the motivation is always, it's like the B team play against the A team. The B team always wants to beat the A team. So it's like that on Saturday, I think.
All right, folks, we're going to take an ad break. When we come back from the break, we're going to take a look at the match between Primrose and Franschhoek. What a game it was. And we'll, of course, give you an opportunity to win yourself a case of Score energy drinks. All that and more coming up after the break. Don't go away.